right, look. Make sure y'all following me on Instagram, man. At FiskViciousBlue. Try and get things popping over there. All right. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Dropping them FUs in my comments. All right. With that being said, let's talk about Russell Wilson stat lines under Brian Daboll. Like, I really feel like this is going to be a big year for Russ. And I think this is going to be a big year for Brian Daboll. You got to understand, Russell Wilson is a vertical passer. He's somebody who likes to push the ball down the field, kind of like Jameis. It's funny how when Brian Daboll gets the opportunity to that part too, but ain't it funny how we got the opposite of Daniel Jones? We went and got Jameis, who don't know what a check down look like, and we got Russell Wilson, who he barely know what a check down look like. Like, we got two quarterbacks that want to throw the ball downfield. Who do we draft? Jackson Dart, the guy who literally forces the ball into double coverage down the field every game at Ole Miss. So it's like, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Brian Daboll has got the perfect match for his system with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, all he does is throw the ball vertical down the field. He throws the best moon ball in the league. Whether it's to freaking DK Metcalf or whether it was to whoever he was throwing to in Denver, or now it's freaking going to be Malik Neighbors, or whether it was Pickens in Pittsburgh. He's going to let that motherfucker fly. And for some strange reason, his receivers always come down with it. It hangs in the air for an eternity, and it just lands in his receiver's hands. I can't wait to see him throw that Slayton, Neighbors, Hyatt. I just can't wait to see him push the ball down the field. We ain't seen a quarterback push the ball down the field since Eli retired. So it's going to be nice to see that. And when you really, really look at Brian Daboll's offense, Josh Allen, all he did was throw 20 plus yard deep balls to Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs. He pushed the ball vertically down the field. If you go watch Brian Daboll's last game as the Buffalo Bills coordinator, go look at that game versus Kansas City, and you tell me how many seam routes and post routes they were throwing to Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs that game. All he did was push the ball. Whenever Daniel Jones got hurt, all Tyrod Taylor did was throw the ball to Slayton. I forgot Darius Slayton could catch until Tyrod Taylor came into the game and was pushing the ball down the field. What happened? Drew Lock bombed at the Neighbors a couple times, pushed the ball down the field. Darius Slayton caught a lot of bombs from Drew Lock down the stretch of the season. Anytime Daniel Jones wasn't on the field, we had a vertical passing game. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all can tell me if I'm lying. But for some strange reason, when Tommy DeVito was in the game, he had a vertical game. Everybody pushed the ball down the field except for Daniel Jones. And I think Brian Daboll couldn't stand it. And when I look at Russell Wilson, I'm looking at a guy who, with the exception of his first year with Nathaniel Hackett, because he's Nathaniel Hackett, this guy's an habitual 25 to 40 touchdowns a year. What do you have? 40 in 2020, 34, 30. Like, this is what he does. Like, he's habitual. Like, he's going to throw 30 touchdowns. The only reason why he didn't get 30 touchdowns last year is because he only started 11 games. If he starts 17 weeks, he's throwing around 28 to 30 touchdowns last year for Pittsburgh. If you give him another 6 starts, that's at least 12 touchdowns, because Russell Wilson throws about 2 touchdowns a game. That's at least 12 more touchdowns. So he's around 28 touchdowns last year if he plays the whole season. I think he started hurt last year. And I think those are the 6 games that the bum-ass nigga on the Jets started, Justin Fields. So I'm just looking at it from a perspective of, we're going from a guy in Daniel Jones who averaged 10 touchdowns a season to a guy in Russell Wilson who in 11 games last year still threw 16. Russell Wilson still had a career year for Daniel Jones and played 11 games. Let that sink in, man. Can I look that up real quick? Well, how many touchdowns did Daniel Jones throw last year? I'm curious. I'm freaking curious, man. Let me see. 2024. Bum ass nigga. 8 touchdowns. Daniel Jones started 10 games and threw 8 touchdowns. I'm going to say it again. Daniel Jones' sorry ass started 8 games, was 2-8, and threw 8 touchdowns for 2,000 yards and 7 picks. Russell Wilson in 11 starts was 16-5. Let me pull it up. Let me go back to Russell Wilson. I was just looking at his stats before I record this video. So Daniel Jones threw 8 touchdowns, 7 picks in 10 starts, 2-8. Russell Wilson in 11 starts, 6-5 for 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 5 picks. Come on, B. And y'all don't want me to be excited about the season? Y'all don't want me to predict the Giants can win at least 10 games with Russell Wilson in our defense? Do I need to say it again? He doubled up Daniel Jones' touchdowns. He doubled it up. Doubled it up. One guy throws 8 touchdowns and 10 starts. The other guy throws 16 touchdowns and 11 starts. And I got news for you. Malik Neighbors ain't walking through that door in Pittsburgh. Darius Slayton, as much as I've ripped Darius Slayton, he's better than what they got in Pittsburgh. Wan'Dale Robinson is better than what they have in Pittsburgh. So he's coming to a better offense with a better offensive coordinator. Y'all don't think Russ gonna cook? Pittsburgh is allergic to offensive football. And Russell Wilson was still out there cooking. Come on, man. What we talking about, B? Yo, y'all stop this shit. What we talking about? I get it. You know what, Giants fans? I actually have sympathy for y'all. You see, I didn't have sympathy for y'all back in the days, but now I'm starting to feel the mental abuse. Maybe it's because I've been filming my mental health channel all summer long. Like, maybe it's because I've been in my emotional bag all summer long with my mental health channel. But it's just like, fam. Mental health channel will be dropping in September around the same time I come back with the podcast. So, but you can still go look at some of the content. Anyway, the point is this. I understand mental health now. And I understand the toll that Daniel Jones and free large sodas and QB sneaks on third down. I understand the toll. Saquon rushing for 2,000 yards on the Eagles. Odell Beckham going and winning the Super Bowl with the Rams. I understand the toll. The mental abuse. The emotional stress that has been levied upon us Giants fans. So I don't even get mad at y'all for having no hope. But just one time, Giants fans, you have to accept the fact that we're not going to be trash. Russell Wilson is a first ballot Hall of Famer who is going to cook. Our defense with Abdul Carter, Tibbs, Dexter, Burns, Adebo, Akurike, they're going to be nasty. We have a squad. The Giants have a squad. I get it. You have been through a lot. You have been physically abused by every man you've dated. Well, guess what? When Russell Wilson raises his hand at you, he's raising his hands at you to cuddle and pat the back of your head. He wants to play in your hair. He wants to lay your head on his chest. He ain't about to Ike Turner your ass. Okay? Daniel Jones, Joe Judge, Shermer, Eli Manning final years. Then was Ike Turner slaps. Russell Wilson wants to cuddle. It's okay to feel love, Giants fans. It's okay to have hope. And Russ we trust. Damn it. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, do all that YouTube shit. That's it, that's all. My name is FiskVicious, and I approve this message.